Hello again. Uh, this presentation is not going to be that good. This is a last minute. I was not prepared. Earlier today, I went to the movies and I had just gotten a text from my teacher that I had to make this. It was due today, so sorry if it's not that good as I want it to be. Now I will begin. How good do you think a high school student's grades have to be in order to have a job? Why do you think students with good grades should have a job? Why should they? Why can't a kid who doesn't have that good of grades not have a job? Why can't they? Do they have to have good grades in order to have a job? What do you think? I don't think you should need a good grade in order to have a job. There are many factors that come into play. There are many factors that cause students to have bad grades. For instance, lack of income, housing, environment that they are in, their house, their family. Like I said, this isn't going to be my best. Students who don't have the necessary resources, all they can rely on is getting a job. But yet we still have that teachers can't have a students they can't have a job. Why? They don't know their students personally. They don't know anything about their students. Why is it that they can't have a job? Because they don't have good grades? You think they need a job in order to have those good grades? Maybe they'd be like, you can't have a job because you have to balance out your day. You have to balance out your work, your school life. So why would they give a kid who doesn't have a good grades a job? Why would they allow him that? Which then it's just an endless cycle because those kids need that job in order to have those good grades, but the teachers will not allow them to have it because they don't have those good grades. It's just the teachers don't know exactly about the students' personal lives. They don't know them personally. They know nothing about their students, at least public school wise. And at the same time, in order to get a job, you need your teacher's recommendations. As I've stated, these teachers know nothing about their students. They don't know nothing about them personally. They know nothing what's going on. They don't know how they're thinking. They don't know why they need this job. They don't know how important this job is to them, or how important about getting a job is to them, and how much it will benefit them in school-wise and outside of school, their personal lives. They know nothing about them. And so they would just assume, based on their grades, that they just lack the ability to balance or focus on work. So why should they? I find this not that well. I find this not like, it's just a cycle. They know nothing, but yet it will help them, but they can't because they don't have that at that moment. Now, I'm going to read a study. According to a study at Georgia State University in 2014, the results indicate that employment positively affected GPA. Specifically, a working student had a higher GPA by approximately 0.2% compared to a non-working student. See, a student grades can go up out of balance in the day life, or how much this job has improved them. Because also your job can improve you on how you manage. You got to be there on time. You got to get to work. You got to manage your day. You got to manage how much you focus on one obstacle, and you have to go into your next obstacle, so forth and whatnot. My whole point is that the grades should be separate from students getting a job. The grades should not matter no matter what. If there's a kid who has like poor grades, all he has going for him is probably just getting a job. He doesn't have, maybe at the same time you're just like, oh, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of fucked up. that they can't. You're saying that a kid who has nothing going for them should just get a job. I am kind of saying that, but at the same time, I am not. Maybe at the moment in their life, they can't. They can't focus on school. All they can focus on is just getting a job. They couldn't care less about school. They just want to get a job and get out of their situation that they are in. I would take me for an example. Me, I come from a family who is not wealthy. We're on housing. We get income from the government. At least my mother does, not me. And all I've ever wanted was a job, because a job would get me the things I wanted, because I never had I couldn't go clothes shopping. I couldn't get what I wanted. I couldn't get the shoes I wanted. I couldn't get certain things. I couldn't get anything I wanted until I got my job and I started using my own money to get what I wanted. There were so many other factors that played. I had a lot of siblings who are younger than me who need stuff than I don't. So my mom can't really focus on me, but my younger siblings, which that I understand. But at the same time, growing up, I couldn't get what I wanted because we didn't have that money. We didn't have that money. We didn't have that housing. We were always struggling on what we were going to eat and how we were going to get to places and whatnot. But since I have my job, I can now do and buy things I've always wanted. Like take, for example, all these books I've ever bought. These books, because these are what I like. It doesn't have anything to do with grades at the same time, but at the same time, my grades are doing so good since the beginning of my high school. 8th grade, I had a 3.5. Now I'm doing really well. Freshman year, I didn't do so good. Sophomore year, did terrible because of COVID and whatnot, but my grades were not it. But now my grades are good. I manage my school life and my work life easily. I know exactly how I'm going to get there, how I'm going to do it. And I'm still focusing. I still get all I need done for school and whatnot. But that is my presentation. I hope you liked it. It wasn't my best, but this is what I got. Thank you.